All right, one game left before we get you some more actionable information with our one total, one side, and one prop. We got the Rams taking on the Cardinals. I mean, let's be real. This whole entire segment of In the Gun has been jam-packed with trends and angles and just all kinds of things to help you formulate your wild card bets. CH, by the time this episode's over, by the way, we need to run a calculation on the patented CH parlay calculator and see what the money line parlay and the spread parlay would pay for us. But we'll start here and finish here with the Monday night football. That's right. Sunday night doesn't end at all. We got a Monday night football game this week. I will say, before this game starts, I think a great play would be to fade whoever wins this Monday night football game, because you're going to be playing on a short-ish week. And I also just think the added stress of playing on this Monday night football game against a divisional opponent, I think you're going to be setting yourself up with a great potential fade spot, whoever wins this game, because I think it's going to end up being a close game. So I'm saying that before it ever even happens, getting it out there before all the talking heads start saying it. Rams taking on the Cardinals. Total is around 50, around 49. It's a high total for a reason, as the Rams are taking on the Cardinals. It's a 4-point line again. So line makers really just saying, good luck this week, guys. You know, you take your shots. We got 5.5s. We got 4.5s. We got 9.5s. We got 20, depending on if Big Ben says it or not. Dave, I'm going to give you first crack at this one. I think the big thing in this game is Matt Stafford, right? It's Matt Stafford. Can he win the playoff game? That's all the talk. Does he win the playoff game? Does he cover 4? What are you taking in this game, man?
You guys know I've been saying it for years about everything. Nobody knows shit.
That's
I
right.
don't know shit about this game. I swear I have gone back and forth, and it's only Thursday.
Yep.
This game ain't till Monday. I got a whole extra 24 hours to just question myself and go, what in the hell do I do with this game? I ain't doing nothing pregame. I'll tell you that right now. But I like the over. I think this is a track meet. I think they go back and forth. I think Stafford throws a pick. You can bet that prop bet. I think he's just one of those things. Might even be a pick 6. Bet Arizona's defense to score. That's another thing that keeps happening. Taking the Rams. Taking the Rams for the show purposes, because I still think the Rams have the biggest threat to the, way to get a team that ain't 1 or 2 in the Super Bowl in the NFC. Arizona ain't going to one of them cold weather places. They ain't going to Green Bay winning. And they're not. But the Rams, I think, can. So I'm going to take the Rams. I hate the pick.
I wouldn't even be shocked. And I'm right there with you, Dave. Like, this is a game, as I said a lot, I don't know how much I would bet these games. This is the one that I 100% would not put actual money on. I wouldn't put anybody's money on this game, because I just think it's going to be a heck of a football game. I love the fact that you have the rivalry kind of built into it. I love the fact that you have these storylines about, can Matt Stafford finally do it? And I just look at this game as Matt Stafford's last chance. And I'm not saying that he's going to be out of the league. Nobody's going to sign him. He's probably going to be with the Rams again next year. It's his last chance to dispel everybody's view about him. And that's, he can't win the big game. He is just a stat patter. But at the end of the day, 2 of the most historic seasons in NFL receiving history, he was the quarterback for. Yes, he has not won. I agree with that. Can he win? We'll find out Monday Night Football. And I like Matt Stafford. I think he's an easy guy to root for. I think he's a good person. He does a lot of philanthropic work. I'm not picking because I like Matt Stafford. I'm picking because I think Sean McVay has a little bit to prove as well. Give me the Rams laying the 4. This is one I wouldn't bet unless it's a live opportunity where you're getting not even better value, because I think the 4 doesn't really matter. I think whoever wins this game is going to be covering 4, even if the Cardinals was laying it. I just think that you'll learn a lot more about this game by halftime. Are the Rams going to be the same team that blew the game last week? Or are the Rams going to be the team that was the first 7 weeks of the season the Super Bowl champion? Give me the Rams minus the 4. What are you thinking, CH?
Yeah, so a couple things, right? You just said whoever wins this game, fade them next week, especially if somehow the Cardinals win this game, because they got to fly back home. Granted, it's only LA to Phoenix, and then they got to fly somewhere else next week, probably Green Bay, right? They would have to go to. They'd be the
Yep.
lowest remaining seed, I think. They're going to fly to Green Bay. They're going to play in the cold. No fucking way the Cardinals cover anything next week if they win this game. But as far as this week goes, yeah, I don't think the Cardinals compete in this game. If this was in week 9 and the Cardinals were who the Cardinals were through the first half of the year,
Which they did when they went to the Rams last
exactly. They were a different team then. They were didn't they were 9-0, right?
No DeAndre Hopkins is huge for me.
It is huge.
Him not being in there, and the fact that Arizona's been such a good road team and not a good home team, I'm hearing that all week too.
Yeah.
That was with all their weapons. They're beat up. CH is right.
I feel like
They're beat up.
isn't that come playoff time? I mean, you're doing everything. I mean, you're doing the Daily Show with Peralt. You're going on Wager Talk. You're doing this show here. You're doing radio hits all over the place. Haven't you found, especially with the rise of sports betting across the United States, that there's just these narratives that end up coming out at the beginning of the week and everybody just starts parroting them? And I think that's one that I've heard too, is that the Cardinals are better on the road than they are at home. That's Stafford. Like, there's so many of these narratives, and I love fading those narratives.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's only so much you can fade because there's only, there's only 6 games.
Yeah.
You just covered them all.
I guess that's true.
But,
That's a fair point.
yeah.
So there it is. We covered each and every game.
Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, click on another video right here on the screen. And if you really liked it, consider subscribing below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.